Welcome to Incremental Factory version 0.8. We've been cooking, as you can see. Don't worry, the core game is still here, but we added another layer, which is exciting. The biggest change besides that, in my opinion, is how we extract resources. Before we did this with extraction parsers and we had a yield system. Many of you didn't like the yield, some liked it. And you could build as many extraction parcels as you wanted, essentially. Now this changes. Now there's an extraction hub that extracts at a fixed rate. So let's see what this means. Let's go through the early game. We change it a little bit to get you right into the action. And this is familiar. Now we need coal to actually make those bricks. So I bring the coal in, and the connector is the representation of the hexagon on the hexagon map. So I connect this to our HQ, and there we go. We're pumping in the coal. So now we have enough for iron, and let's bring this in as well. And so as we progress through the very early game, we see that there is some small goals that immediately come, or that immediately emerge for us. The first one is 1 resource a second is very, very slow, so we want to upgrade this. This happens by left or right clicking on the extraction hub, and then we can just purchase an upgrade. Now we have an extraction rate of 2, which doubles the speed at which we are producing all of these resources, and so we're going to be there very quickly. I can actually build more already because we have some in the backlog, and there we go. Boom. Now I need gears, and to get gears, well, we're just going to progress, and there we go. Now we are producing gears. We need a bit more bricks to scale this up quicker. Gears are produced relatively fast, so we get 2 gears out of 1 building, 2 gears per iron plate. So now we have 50 gears, and this means we have 8 per second. Now we're cooking, and we can increase the gear production even further, even more. Like, let's use everything we got to be as fast as possible. This is surely going to be a speedrun world record. And let's build some signs just to see. Nothing changed here so much. This is going to change once we merge the updated 7.5 version into this. And yeah, so I'm going to progress through this early game and going to be back in a second, because we don't need to go through everything this finely grained. All right, I upgraded as much as I can. We now need 100 steel to get to the next level. That leaves us with 32 resources per second in the base. So the next goal to achieve would be red science, which we can do immediately because it just consumes the gears and some electricity. So let's just build as much red science as we can for now. There we go, that feels right. So we're getting 2 red science per second. We have a little bit of an energy situation that is solved quickly. There we go. And maybe 1 more. Oh, max buildings reached. I can remove 1 gear, I guess. And there we go. Beautiful. Now we're at the max capacity. So now I'm gonna research production parcel. And with this, we can now finally, as we reach the max building slots here, continue expanding and build an actual base. So the first thing I want to do is I want to research my steel making, and for this I need 500. So to get to these 500, we're just gonna increase our red science production. Let's do it like this. We just build a little bit of these, and then Let's just eyeball it. Maybe something like this. Beautiful. And then we can, of course, increase. And we can actually remove one like this. And yeah, and what I like to do in this situation is actually overbuild red signs a little bit, so then when there's a backlog, it actually goes quicker. So here we go, and the next thing we need is, but let's research the node parcel for this. We need energy, and I think an easy setup for this in the early game is something like this. That should keep us running for a long time. So I'm gonna now continue here. I think there's some pacing improvements that can be done here. On the other side, I actually enjoy grinding through these things, because then it feels more satisfying once you breach through those walls. I want to hear your opinion to this. Please join our Discord. We develop this together with the community. And also, this will be testable very, very soon. So come and test the version and let us know what you think. All right, next I'm gonna quickly introduce the extraction hub tag, which I think should be pretty obvious what it does. Now we can, once it's unlocked, click on an empty space that has resources, and we can build an extraction hub, which is the same as we already have. So now we're extracting stone and we have access to copper, which is amazing. I'm quickly gonna upgrade this to the highest level we can. We even have the 100 steel, so let's just spare those. And then we have extra stone, we have the copper, and then the copper production tech will give us access to the cable extruder and to the copper smelter, which we then can use to progress towards green signs, which I'm aiming to get as soon as possible so I can show you how military works. Okay, I used copper to set up the green signs production, which is now working slowly but surely towards our first green signs unlocks, and soon we're gonna be able to fight. All right, so we are at a point where we have enough resources that we can unlock the military tech, which I'm gonna do right now. And so now we're gonna go to a hexagon that is red because it's captured by enemies. So I'm now gonna go and build a little base. We're missing some bricks, so that's no problem. We're producing them relatively fast. And there we go. We built the wall, and let's fight and see what happens. So this is the fight mode we had in the version before. We know conceptually it does not fit exactly because we're defending and not really attacking. But as stated, we are in development. We're testing lots of things, see what feels right before we over-invest into developing out a feature. And so far it feels good. The idea is that we're probably going to have some attack kind of gameplay or making this a little bit more plausible. And so I'm losing a lot of walls, but ultimately I am winning. And there we go. We unlock the hexagon. And now I can go and I can build a new extraction hub on it. And this one we can upgrade as before. And voila, we just doubled our iron production. And there's another hexagon that is merely level 1. So I can go and try to capture this once I have enough resources, and steel production is now actually kind of doubled, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, let's punch those walls, and then we do everything again. And the nice part, because we realize it's kind of boring very quickly to just sit here and wait, you can just leave and you see what's happening here. And at the same time, you can just continue building and come back. And as we fought level 1, we know we're gonna win this already. So yeah, and this is what's happening. And you're gonna then further expand, get more access to more resources, progress this way. And you already can see water is here. And this is, I think, the most interesting part. You're gonna be able to build ships, and ships can have routes and transport resources. So you can actually go and explore. So there's much more than what meets the eye right now. And as you can see, if I build the extraction hub now, we will uncover a little bit more what is in the range. And yeah, there's much more to discover and conquer. So I think I'm going to leave it at this. One big caveat: when you want to join the very early development playtest, which is available as of now, just join the Discord server and say, hey, I want to join the test. There's a channel dedicated to this that we will find very quickly. One big caveat: there's lots of bugs. And I personally can progress and I can play quite freely. And most of these bugs are just inconveniences. I think the most annoying part is that when you reload the game, there is actually sometimes hubs that are just deleted. We have to rework how we save and how we persist them. That's going to be done quickly in the next week. But for now, just so your expectations are right. This is very, very early, but we would love to get the brave troopers to join us and help us uncover the fun and realize what is fun and what is not fun, so we can shape this to be the best version of Incremental Factory to be released ever. And yeah, with this, join the Discord server, join the community, give it a test, and yeah, we would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much and have a great day.